Greetings, this is Joelle, and I am the Viberarian. You know, I'm always out here trying to elevate, enlighten, and empower. I'm so glad that you are tuning in. I wanted to hop on to share with you real quickly the newest deck that I've added to my card collection. As you all know, I love Oracle cards. I think are an awesome tool, and I've been so excited to see the emergence of all of the creative things that people are making in terms of divination tools. And I have been following, of course, on Instagram, you can find all kinds of card creators who are reading with their cards, showcasing what they look like. People on YouTube are grabbing decks and then using them in real time. And it's so exciting for people who kind of have a little thing for it, like myself. Okay. So I have been following Kaleidadope for a while and was subscribed to get notices from her Kickstarter campaign. So I received one a few days ago announcing some upcoming creative projects. And when I tapped in to check out her Etsy to see what she had currently going on, I saw the most adorable deck that I just knew I had to get. So this is my showcase of the soundtrack Oracle deck by Kaleidadope. And I think that what Crystal is doing is so clever. Of course, being a child who grew up in the cassette tape, well, 8-track for a minute, cassette tape, and then on into the CD era, I thought that this was super clever, especially since I was around for the transition when we were able to start burning our own CDs instead of making our own cassettes. So when I saw this deck, I knew I wanted to get it. And so I unwrapped it this week. It came in the mail. Let me first say that it was quite nice because the mailing even came in a gold little envelope. I thought that was so cute. It put a little shine in my day when I got it from the post office, from the postman. So nice little things like that make me smile. Thank you for putting the extra touch on your mailings and the gifts that you're giving to everyone. So in the deck, when I unbox it, it's really so key with the theme because the outside looks like a CD cover. You know how it would flip open at the edge with the hard plastic. Mine always ended up cracked and broken. But even on the back, it has a listing of the soundtrack or the titles or the tracks on the CD. And even down to the fact that it's got a little sticker on there like you bought it at the store, you know? So those of you who are in Atlanta, I'm sure you used to go to Tower Records at Lenox Mall. They were open to late night and you could sit and listen to CDs before you purchased them and things like that. So it's definitely a nostalgia trip for me in looking at this deck. You'll see that I have here the first card, which is renewal. On each card, there's like a little writing as if you made it yourself. Of course, we've all been there taking our magic markers and such as that to write and try to remember what we put on the particular CD in terms of the mix. Part 1. This is perfect guidance for right now because it is 2020. It's the start of a new decade, and we are in the time of the eclipse when it's perfect for us to release all of those old things. We've got the lunar eclipse coming up in a couple days here. We can look at things about our emotional selves that we may not have realized before. It's going to be brought to our awareness so that we can release it and be ready to be renewed for a whole new energetic cycle that is going to carry us through several years. This is the foundation time. Perfect card number 1, part 1. This is part 1 of our new phase. So as you can see here, let me change the angle a little bit. So the card deck, they really do follow with the whole CD theme with the different textures. I mean, and these are like you literally have your own CD collection to use. So I always, whenever I get a new deck, I always, open it, clear the energy, and then I have my own special kind of ritual that I do to bless the cards and to align them for the use that I intend, which is that they deliver the messages of unconditional light that are the divine guidance that is most helpful to myself and other people who will be using these cards or receiving readings from me. So of course I already took care of that prior to coming on here. And so I'm just going to show you a few of the cards, and of course we'll pull some out to view because I love to do things in real time. And I believe that if we see it, there's a meaning for it and that nothing is accidental. So certainly trust is a beautiful message for us to know that everything is okay. We're not messing up. So much of what we think about is like where we second guess ourselves and we think things over and we doubt ourselves. My favorite quote is, doubt whom you will, but never yourself. So when you know that you are in alignment with the divine, then the trust, it's still hard. It's a trust exercise. If trust was easy, everybody would be doing it. But it certainly does get easier as you learn to tap into the guidance that has been there. And it's you helping you become the best version of yourself, to move you on into the things that make your heart sing and make your soul happy. So let's see what other cards we have here. Now, I am a person who likes to shuffle cards, so I haven't tried to flip through this, but we'll go ahead and do that right now. I know some people are the kind of shufflers where you stack the cards on top of each other, like this in your hand. That doesn't work so good for me. Energy has them going all over the place. So let's see what guidance we have here. Deep. Part 21. Deep. Beautiful. Absolutely. 3. 21 is a 3, which is about mind, body, spirit. I was just speaking with a friend of mine, Tony, earlier today, and I was talking about how, a lot of times we stop at the surface of stuff. We don't look to the deeper meaning of what it is that we're doing. And there's always a layer that we can really uncover. And of course, that's also what eclipses are about, helping us uncover things that have been hidden for ourselves. So take this time to do a deep dive. Be with yourself, meditate with yourself, sit down, think what you really, really want to have happen in your reality. I'm not scared to go deeper with myself. If there's anything that I uncover about who I have been or who I am currently, what I'm currently experiencing, then I'm not going to shy away from that. I'm really ready to engage myself at a level to where I can become everything that I ever dreamed of and ever desired. And so I'm certainly ready to go deep inside of all of my experiences, deep inside of myself, to my past lives, to all that I have been, to bring all of that forward so that it can help me in the now moment. And if you are a person, like I will always give references, I love Infinite Waters Diving Deep, Ralph, on YouTube. He's always got challenging things to talk about. If you're wanting to deep dive regularly with him, please do check out his YouTube channel. And I also think about the ocean depths and how it's so much of what nurtures us. The salt water heals us, but it's dark down in the ocean depths. So don't be afraid to go where light has not shined for you before, because it's yourself, it's your life, it's your emotional world and your reality. Embrace it and move forward. Let's see here. What do we have? Part 24, guidance. That is a beautiful thing. There's always guidance available to us. All we have to do is ask and pay attention. We have a built-in GPS. It's in our energy. If something feels expansive and makes your heart feel open and embrace it, then you know that that is guiding you along somewhere that is going to be positive for you. If your energy feels restricted and contractive and you pull away from it, then trust that guidance as well. Trust yourself and know that you have within you the GPS, the divine navigation system that is going to carry you forward to safe shores and to a beautiful future. So let me just close this up and say here, I love the Kaleidadope deck. Thank you so much, Crystal. I'll be doing a more in-depth reading with these cards on my YouTube channel, which is The Viberary. That's Viberary. And look, this just slid out. Meditate, Take time and meditate. Peace.